We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue. But nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Washington football team. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The tackle made at the...
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Houston.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Clifford dancing to his left. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Throwing again. Clifford. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Morris. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now a hit and a loose football.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They'll run on first down. Bell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clifford. He's got it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back to throw. Clifford. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. This is Bell. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was. As you said, keeping him away from his 2nd first-quarter touchdown there. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking to throw. James. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
95, Mike, watch 95. Push him back. Push him back. Good edge. 60 Bison.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Carried by number 25.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
James looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. James. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 24-yard line. 17 yards that time at a Washington first.
24-yard line.
Down. It's Carson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run it with Carson. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
3rd and 12.
Looking to throw. James. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
Just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Clifford. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 48 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Back to throw. Clifford flushed out right.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Operating from the gun, James. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I know he ain't got it. 53 to Mike. 53.
From the gun, James. He finds an opening past the 40. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd down. Here's James from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
53, Mike. 36. Hey, alert 3. Back.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Stay with your man. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Looking to throw. James. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
53 at the mark. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Back to throw. James. Throw left side complete. It's Underwood. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, James. And quick throw here, that's complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Mike, 53. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hey, watch the slant. Check smash, check smash.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll run on first down. Justice. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Clifford, a screen to Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Clifford, he's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Down pass.
Picked off inside the 10. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
I'm going from back to you. I'm going from back to you.
Now James to throw on second down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. All day. All day. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
From the gun, James. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. To throw is James on 1st and 10. Incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Off play action. James. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Fielded just outside the goal.
Now a hit and a loose football. There he goes left side. And it's a touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rule seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as his guys will have it to start the 4th. This time has run out on quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Looking to throw. James under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. Check. Touchdown, defense. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Here's Carson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
No, check. He's Mike. I got you.
Back to throw. James. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 3-yard pickup.
To throw on 2nd down, Clifford. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 Lion. Who that? Panther 60. Rush 60.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
And And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. After the penalty, it's Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, here I come.
They'll run it with Bell, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
53. Mike. 18 Cardinal. You gonna take.
They run again with Carson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check 53's Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
James now on 3rd and 2. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
By the Texans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Here's Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line. Today,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston,